Good morning. Welcome to Pastor John's Fireside Chat. It's Monday, December 14th. The cold front came through last night, and boy, was there a storm. That wind was whipping. And this morning, Linda and I came outside getting ready to go to work, and we saw the carnage in our front yard. One of our lighted deers was knocked over. An angel was knocked over, and another deer was decapitated. And it reminded me that actually is kind of a picture of the world, isn't it? We take all this time setting up and propping up our plans and our displays in life, and then a storm will hit, and all of a sudden everything is changed. It also made me think of two thoughts from the Bible. One comes from yesterday's sermon. It was the Old Testament lesson where God says in chapter 61, speaking of Jesus the Messiah, "The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." Now, that's why Jesus came into this world, because it was broken. And he came not just to prop us back up, but to restore the broken, to bind up our hearts as he takes away our sin through his suffering, death, and resurrection. But it also made me think about the fact that the storms of life, the powers of evil, want to destroy us. And Jesus came into the world to topple the kingdoms of darkness. That was the prophecy that God made to Adam and Eve in Genesis chapter 3. After they had forfeited paradise through their rebellion because of the temptation of the devil through the serpent, God says to the serpent that one day someone from Eve's line is going to crush him. And we know that is ultimately fulfilled in the death of Jesus Christ, where he conquers Satan, crushing his head, but in the process he loses his life. Jesus came to declare war against the enemies of God's people. If you're going through difficult times right now, I would like to encourage you with the fact that Jesus comes to bind you up, to lift you up, and to restore you through forgiveness. But more than that, he comes to declare war against our enemies, because they're too big for us to fight, but they're no match for Jesus Christ. And so he comes to do battle for us so that we can have life abundantly. I pray that as we get closer and closer to Christmas, you will be cognizant of the fact that Jesus came because he saw our need, and he comes to do battle on our behalf. Have a great day in the Lord.